What's up, traders? It's your boy Marv, the man, the myth, the professor. Let's see how we did on this Monday morning day session of trading. What's up, traders? Okay, so here we go, man. It's Monday. You know, the weekend feels like forever when you love to trade. And let's see what happened today. Let's not forget, if you like the content that I bring to you, please subscribe, and like. Okay, that will help my campaign. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at what we had going on today. I'm going to share my screen if you don't mind, and we are going to hop over to the Dow. Okay, let's look at the market so we can recap what's going on. The market is still sideways, slowly climbing back up. And so we'll just have to wait and see. So today was, these are small, decent days, and we'll just have to let it all play out. Okay. And then we'll look at the SPY, and the SPY is kind of doing the same thing as we always know. So it's just kind of, we just got to let it all play out. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get into what I traded. So what did I look at today? There was 3 stocks that I had on my pre-market watch list with an additional stock that I caught that was kind of moving that I was interested in. So let's kind of go look at those. For starters, the first one we're going to look at, I think, is YTU. Let me go ahead and get my PowerPoint going. Okay, and I need to go here. Okay, AYTU. So here was the game plan. Stock is up, but fading hard due to shareholders meeting. Okay, it is too close to the first buy at 165, so I will test the second buy at 144. So here's what we saw pre-market. Okay, unfortunately, you don't get to see this candle as it was closing. It started to actually move back up. Okay, so I had an order in at 165 on AYTU. Somebody had sent me a message via what do you call it? YouTube, and he was asking me, what I thought, and so basically my thoughts were I was going to buy it at 165. Had to pull back there. That would have been a great area, but it didn't work out. Okay, let me go down. So here's what it looks like back trading. Okay, so like I was telling you, the last candle pre-market actually went on a bullish run. So it actually brought 165 back into play, but it just never came back. This thing would not drop lower than basically like 176, I think it was, all day. Every time it got me excited to think that it was going to go, it just wouldn't do it, man. So I'm like, wow. Anyway, so that was one. So anybody who was holding that stock, I'm sure they're happy with the movement that it made. Now, the next one that we are going to talk about, I want to say it's DFFN. Let's go ahead and have a look. I'm going to share my screen so we can see what I was looking at. Okay, here we go. Yes, DFFN. Here was the game. Here was the pre-market plan. Stock is up on FDA News. Has a first buy at the MA. See here, the MA, the 20 MA that I have at 50.05. Okay, and a second buy at 0.45. So essentially what I'm saying is I will buy this if it pulls back to this MA because I know the stocks like to hit the MA and bounce a little bit. And I will also buy this if it pulls all the way back to 45. That's what I'm stating. Okay, here's what happened. It came in. Did it pull back to the MA? Yes, it did. Problem is the MA moves. So I ended up having an order for 52.5, and when this candle closed, I didn't like how. See, I don't like a candle to close and then right by my entry and then a new one open because it does this from time to time. It's got to pour out a little bit more. I would have rather this candle have come all the way down. You can just combine these and then trigger me in and then bounce. That's how I like them because I at least know where. So anyhow, bottom line is this one did it. I did not get it because it didn't kind of trigger the way that I wanted, and that's my prerogative because this is my money that I'm trading. So that was that one. The last stock we'll talk about there we go, is NAK, not the last one, but the next one, naked. Okay, here we go. Stocks moving on earnings news has a first buy where at 77 and a second buy at 56. Now this one changed on us too, because look what it did right before the last candle of the pre-market. It started to bubble a little bit, so it was up here in the 130s. So I changed my plan of attack. I moved the first buy up to basically 103. Okay, and I was willing to get it there. Now here's what happened. It moved up and it stalled, not stalled, but it halted at 140 or something like that. 134 or 140. It halted going up. Okay, but I'm like, okay, cool, I'll still play it. It'll come out of the halt. Let me see what it does. Then it starts crashing and then it halted at 124. Okay, halts at 124, and whenever a stock halts going down, I immediately cancel my order. I immediately cancel the order because you don't know where it's going to open out of the halt. It closes at 124. Let's just say it halted at 124. It opened back up at like 105. You know, it ended up pulling to 103 and then it bounced, and it would have been basically, it could have been a 20% play, but I don't feel comfortable. I've done that before, been there, done that, not taking that loss again. And so the reason why I didn't trade it is simply because it of course halted going down, and I'm good. I'm extremely good. All right, last one, the one that I actually did play, YTEN. This one was moving today. This is one of the movers, and it wasn't a play based off of the pre-market. It was actually a high volume play. And I'm going to go over this because we have the slides to back up what I was talking about. Let me share my screen with you. So here we go. Now, when a stock decides that it is going to be a mover, okay, I begin to pay attention. So here's what I do. I start with the 15-minute chart, and I look at the highest volume candle, which is right here, okay? Up until that point of the day, this was the highest volume candle. So what I then do is I drill down to the 5 minutes so I can see exactly where did that explosion happen, okay? This is a big candle here, but where were the buyers really serious, okay? And if you look at the 5 minute, then you find the biggest candle, and it was right here, okay? So basically this number is 743. This is where the buyers came in. This is a better looking candle, but the volume popped up right here. Okay, so what did I do? I put an order in for 750 because I wanted to make sure that I got in. Okay, and I'm just saying that whenever price stays, let's go back here. Whenever price stays above this explosion candle for more than an hour or more. Okay, how many candles do we need for that? We need 4, and I think I might have got in too early because look, 1. Count this one, 1, 2. 3, and then 4, but I end up getting triggered in on here. You can count this if you want, but the bottom line is, yeah, I got triggered, and I got triggered on this candle. Would have been a lot better if this would have been the candle that I got triggered on, but I got triggered here, okay, and it essentially comes in, and it's like, it's trying to do what it's got to do, but I notice it can't get over 65. And so I said, I'd rather, if it's going to fade like this, I'd rather just get out of it a small winner and just let it be. Because truthfully, what I do when I get in, okay, on this candle, once that candle closes, it becomes my stop. This is what my stop would have been. When I saw I couldn't get over 65, I just executed out for like a small, like $80 win. And if I would have held on to it, my stop would have been right here. You can see the stop point was breached, but man, look at what it did. So it tells me that my thought process of challenging it there was a good process. It just needed a little bit more time, and it just didn't work out to my benefit. Trust me, I've been in these where they've come here, boop, and just boom, bounce right back on up. So I'm okay with what happened. It doesn't bother me one bit. It is what it is. So those were my plays today. So that's kind of what I was doing. That's what the market looks like. All we can do is just get ready for tomorrow and be ready to play again, man. You know, I love Monday through Friday as long as we got 5 trading days. I love it. This is a good deal. So, you know, it's a life changing component. Anyhow, hey, always shoot the questions in the comment box. I'll respond to everyone. Long as I see it, I will respond. I promise you. I love interacting with individuals who like to learn. Like and subscribe to content. And, you know, hey, let's do it again tomorrow. All right. I'll see you guys later.